Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. And as we know, in this channel, we discuss about different topics related to testing. The first topic that we have picked for today is understanding Maven and how it can be used in defining testing automation projects. So let's get started. What is Maven? So Maven is an open source build automation tool that are used with the Java project, and it simplifies the process of building, defining the managing the dependencies, and executing different goals in between. Together with this, Maven provides us a structure to maintain our code and separate it from the testing code from the dev code. So if we have a look at a Maven project, it looks something like this in IntelliJ. So uh, as you can see here, there is a structure for main Java resources. There, here the development code will reside, and inside the test Java resources structure, most of the testing code and the test data and other configuration things will be stored. When we look at the pom.xml file, it first stage it gives us about the detail of the project that's in the org.example cucumber provide the project name and other stuff. Then we can provide the properties and the different dependencies that are required for our project to run. So when we talk about pom.xml file, the pom stands for project object model. So it defines a structure for the project and what are the different dependencies that are required for the project, the plugins that are used in the project, the different profiles, the properties. So it's like managing the project in all the different dependencies, the properties, the build plugins, etc. that are used, so that there are no compilation error, the dependencies are downloaded in time, and all the plugins are in place before they execute. So Maven build lifecycle. So Maven build lifecycle is basically different phases in a Maven project that can be executed and are executed in a particular order. So the default lifecycle is like first it validate whether the project structure is correct or not. Then it compile the source code. Then it run execute the required test, and in the package it creates the artifacts, then verify the artifacts, then install the artifacts in the local Maven repository, and then deploy the artifacts to remote repository. So this will happen if we run mv and deploy. So the l- last phase will execute all the phases before coming to the deploy stage. So it's like it depends on sort of thing now. So deploy depends on validate, compile, test, package, verify, install, and then it gets deployed. Then all the uh, pre phases are executed correctly, then only the code will be deployed. While working with the testing project, we are mainly concerned with the test stage. So for test to execute properly, the project structure should be fine, configuration should be fine, and the source code should be compiled without any errors. Then only the test will execute. Now dependency. So one of the advantage of using Maven is that we can define all the dependencies in one place. Like suppose I'm creating a project that use Selenium, TestNG, Cucumber, and for Log4j for logging and other tools. So when we use Maven project, it help us define the different dependencies in the pom.xml file. So that helps in the manner that we do not have to download all the jars beforehand, like the Selenium jar, the TestNG jar, Cucumber jar. Um, the Maven project will take care of downloading all the required dependency and will save it in the C users, your name in the M2 folders. So this helps in the manner that once we have defined all the required dependency in our project, then um, all the resources using that particular pom.xml will automatically download all the dependencies and they will be saved in a central location so that the setup is quicker. Like we just have to load a project from the pom.xml and it will take care of itself of on downloading all the plugins, the dependencies. So earlier we discussed about the build lifecycle, and plugins help us provide additional features together with the features that are in that particular lifecycle. So like Maven's Your File plugin is associated with the test phase that we discussed earlier. But when we define it in the build plugin section, we can specify the specifics that we need to run, that which test we need to execute as a part of the test phase, and which test to execute, whether we allow the parallel mode of execution, what's the location where we are expecting the reports to come in, and all the other additional things um, that are part of the test phase itself. So Maven's Your File plugin is a very important component when we consider it from a testing perspective, as it helps us define the test structure, how to run it, how to save the reports, and how to execute the test. So similar to Maven Your File plugin, we can use other plugins like, for example, Jacoco Maven plugin that helps us in getting the code coverage uh, to be part of any of the phases, the goals, uh, and can help us in getting different information. Like this plugin, Jacoco Maven plugin, will help us in the coding. Similarly, there can be other plugins that can perform specific tasks like integration with third parties, Jenkins, and other CI/CD tools and other stuff. So these can be done using different plugins that are available, and we can associate the plugin with a life cycle phase. So in this way, plugin are important to give a structure of extracting uh, extended information as a part of different phases of a Maven project. Then there are Maven profiles, like for testing, we may require different set of dependencies, the URLs, the properties, and the plugins than a dev user. So to segregate the downloaded dependencies, the plugin, the variable used, we can have different profiles. So uh, based on the profile provided, it will download the dependency, perform the plugin actions specific to that particular user. So thank you everyone for your time. You can add in the comment section if you have any queries. Since this is the first blog on this channel, thanks for listening to this video. Thank you. Do like, subscribe the channel.